Okay, hi there guys, how you doing? It's been a while, I know, been a little bit. Thought I would get back on now. Been quite busy. I'm doing lots of things, so yeah, my videos haven't been as regularly as they normally are. But today I was literally just going to talk about the squat. So what I want to do is pick an exercise every now and again just to talk through it, make a case for it, why you should be doing it. Even maybe it might be some ones that I say maybe you shouldn't be doing it, or maybe there might be something slightly better for you to do. Alright, so like I said, today is the squat. Alright, it's not just, in specific, it's not just the squat, it's a deep squat. So you might have heard it as arse to grass squats, where you get down as deep as you can. So I'm going to make a case for it, and why now is the best time for you to maybe be thinking about doing it if you have never done it before. Okay, I know the gyms are shut, so that's what I'm going to get through with you. Okay, so got my notes here, so if I look away, it's because I'll just forget. I'm really bad at forgetting stuff. I want to make sure I get everything in there because there's quite a bit to this video, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the hole in your squatting. Alright, so if you've done weights before, you're going to know what the hole is. Okay, I'm going to say deep squats. It's going to help you get more comfortable in getting out of that hole, or getting through that hole, getting through the sticking point. Alright, so a hole will be when you get to the bottom of the exercise, or you get to a certain point in the exercise and you really struggle to get through it, or it's the part where you always fail in the exercise. Okay, that's the hole. So deep squats are going to make you more comfortable in getting through that. Okay, it's a bigger range of movement, you're utilising more muscles, utilising more range. It's going to help you with that. Alright. You also have the post-activation potential. Okay, so your PAP, some people might know it as. So this is a really good thing for sports people to think about. So if you're thinking about sports, even if you're not, if you just want to get a bit more powerful, a bit more explosive in what you're doing, great thing to think about. So what it does is it kind of primes the muscle in one particular exercise. So squats, for instance, you prime it in the squat. So you do your deep squat, you do maximal squats, maybe 1, 2, 3 reps. Then you go straight in after kind of a small rest period to doing another exercise. So that could be a jump, could be a sprint, something like that. So you prime the muscles to be able to get more out of the next exercise that you do. Okay, so you're activating more muscles in theory to be able to produce more power output in the subsequent exercise. Okay, so you get more work from your muscles. Especially the ones in your posterior chain. So you've got your hamstrings, yeah, you've got your glutes. These are ones that actually work more when you do a deep squat. They're stretched further. You actually activate them more in a deep squat than you would do with parallel squats, or half squats as people might call them, partial squats, things like that. Alright, so you've got to think about this. You've got more tension through the muscles, you've got more stretch through the muscles, you've got increase in power, and then a high extension torque is increased as well. Alright, so high extension torque, high extension torque, okay, is basically talking about your knees, you've got your less load on your knees and your ankles, which is kind of a little bit different from what you might be thinking. Generally people think when you talk about deep squats, your arse to grass, that you're going to get more pressure for your knees, more pressure for your ankles because of the angles that you get. But what I'll show you is a little diagram of where the power, pressure comes from when you're doing squats, deep squats and half squats, and you'll see where the more increase in the pressure through those joints are. So I'll put it up now as you see it. Alright, squats obviously help you build strong legs. We all know that. Squats, doesn't matter what squats you do. But I'm going to say deep squats help you build stronger legs. Okay, they help you build stronger. Alright, so one of the main things that is, okay, is you've got your best, it's one of the best compound exercises in terms of your knee extension, your ankle mobility, hip extension. Okay, you've got your hamstrings, you've got your quads, you've got your glutes, your core, your adductors, your erector spinae, and your traps. All those muscles are being used when you squat. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter what squat you're doing, your half squat, your full squat, your deep squat, but for the purpose of what I've just said before, okay, you're going to get more out of a deep squat because you're using the muscles through bigger ranges of movement. You've got more flexibility, more mobility, everything's going to be working together. You're going to get more out of that, so you're going to get stronger legs. It's as simple as, okay? Squats, again, you're going to increase your human growth hormone. So everyone has human growth hormone circling through their body. It's got human growth hormone, HGH, it's there. But by doing squats, you're going to produce more. And by increasing the range of movement for each muscle, working those muscles through greater ranges, through more tension, you're going to get more of it to help build muscle. And that's what we all want to do at the end of the day, isn't it? We want to get a bit more muscly. Alright? It's great. Alright, you might not want to get huge, get stacked, but you're still building muscle even when you're going through your toning phases. Okay? Toning. I don't like the word toning so much, but when you're making your muscles more firm, yeah, it's still muscle building, but not to the same extent as maybe a bodybuilder or someone like that. Alright? More tension, more time and attention, more muscle fibers recruited, increases your hypertrophy, increases your strength. Straightforward, isn't it, really? Yeah. More tension, more time and attention. So time and attention is how long it takes you to do each repetition. Okay, so in my training, a lot of times I will do timed reps. So you might say for the eccentric phase, 4 seconds. Then you might do a pause for 2 seconds. Then the concentric phase, you're going to get another 2 seconds. And then at the top, you might not pause, you might pause. So different things like that, so that time and attention. So you're increasing time and attention, so you've got more fibers are recruited, you're getting stronger, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting better. Okay, it's just straightforward. Deep squats. Stability in your lower back is going to be increased. Stability in your lower back is increased. Now again, that's another kind of controversial thing. You might say controversial. Something that some people don't generally think of. They think that you do deeper squats, there's going to be more pressure on your back, you're going to hurt your back more because through higher ranges. Yeah, that might happen if your technique isn't spot on. Put your technique spot on, get your technique sorted, get it all sorted out, you're going to actually get more stability in that lower back by doing deep squats. For the same reasons I've just said. Yeah? The ranges of movements, working those muscles through ranges so they're better, they're not tight all the time, they're not as stiff. So you get that better range, better flexibility, better stability. It just goes all together. Alright? So if you think about it, erector spinae, rectoris femoris, amongst other kind of your paraspinal muscles as well. Okay, so all the muscles down your spine, basically, the ones that hold that nice and strong, they're all going to be getting worked. So strength, your gluteals improved, structural balance will be improved, posture also may decrease any of your hamstring injuries that you may have had in the past or you may be prone to getting in the future. And again, this is all reasons for what I've stated before. Increased flexibility. If your hamstring moves for a greater range of movement, yeah, when you're out there on the sports field, you're out there running, you're out there doing anything, doesn't matter what daily exercise you might be doing, if you've got a better range of movement through those hamstrings or through any other muscles, if you get out of place just very slightly, so you stumble, you're trying to lift something up and you move, and your muscles are going to be able to cope with that a lot better. Okay, whereas if you're really tight and you haven't got that range of movement, a little bit of movement outside of the normal range is going to have a bigger impact on your body. Alright, so you just need to take a think about that. More range in anything, not just squats, should decrease any injuries potential that you may have. Flexibility, I mean, we've gone through flexibility as well. Muscles are fully stretched. Okay, most people suffer from poor flexibility, myself included. Alright, generally speaking, hips, hamstrings, ankles. That's lower body anyway, where people will struggle with flexibility issues. Okay, so the squatting, deep squats in particular, can help with this. Okay, along with other implements that you can put to it, it will definitely help. Okay, so, and again, like I said, increase flexibility, decrease injury proneness. It's easy. Okay, like I said about the increase in hips, hamstrings, ankles and stuff, there are exercises that will help that, and those are the things you'll need to look into, especially if you've never done these deep squats before, or you think that you might need, there might be some issues, you have done them and you're not quite sure because you think, oh, it's putting too much pressure on certain areas. That's probably tightness. So these exercises, which I'll go through in a subsequent video, will let you know, let's go through some of the exercises, the most common areas for tightness that people may have. Okay, partial squats, like I said, half squats, partial squats, parallel squats, whatever you want to call them, and all the variations in between, are great exercises, awesome exercises. Well, I'm never going to put down a squat. A squat done properly is amazing, it's great. But too much of one particular type of exercise, not even just squats, one particular exercise, too much of it is what brings about muscle imbalances. Okay, so partial squats, for instance, muscle imbalances, you're going to get hips, your knees, all the stuff that I've already talked about, because it's only going to be used to be working through that certain range of movement. Your muscles are going to be working through that range of movement. They're going to be used to working through that range of movement. Okay, and so they're not going to be used to going out of that range of movement. This is what I was talking to you about, decrease of injuries. So if you're strong to a certain point, say 90 degrees, anything underneath that, you're going to be really weak because you never work that. So in time you do go into that range of movement, whether it's working out, whether it's squatting, whether it's just everyday activities, it's going to have a bigger chance of injuring yourself. Because like I said, injury risk, pain, okay, and if anyone says deep squat is a natural movement, our body should be able to perform after grass squats. It's one of the most natural movements that you can possibly have. So just think about why it would be. Just have a think about yourself. Why? What positions would you need to get into? Be able to get into that position. Why would you need to get into that position, let's say? On to the next bit. So, full squats, build bone and a safer, fuller spine. Yeah? Okay, I can probably see a few people there thinking, yeah, don't be silly. Going down deeper, it's not better for the spine. We're talking about, well, it's true, as long as it's done correctly. Anything I say, anything that anyone says really, it has to be done correctly to be better for the spine. Okay, so you think about it. Deep squats, you can't squat as much. Okay, so it goes lighter because the range of movements is more. Okay, so check who you've got at the door. Yeah, if you've got a big old ego, just check out the door. Come in, expect to be lifting lighter. Okay, but also expect to be getting more from that exercise. Okay, so your back, usually your limiting factor. Okay, when you're going heavy to 90 degrees, parallel, partial squats, whatever it is, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, it's going to be your back that is your limiting factor. So that's what gives up first. You start crunching over, yeah? So your shoulders round, your back gives. It's generally what it is. You go lean forward, okay? That's generally speaking what is the limiting factor. Like I said, not always, but most people, that's what I've seen. Okay, so you're going to be dropping the weight, you're going to be going deeper, there's going to be less strain on the spine because there's less weight. Yeah, but it has, like I said, it has to be, I'm going to keep saying this because I've spoken to people in the past, and I've talked to people in the past, and even though I tell them it has to be done with correct form, they kind of forget that bit of it, and they just go out and start doing exercise. Okay, do it with correct form, whatever you do. Don't go in and cheat. Don't think, oh, I'm doing it. Doesn't matter if my form's correct, or oh, I think I might be doing it correctly. Go and ask someone. If you're in the gym, obviously the gyms aren't open now, but if you're in a gym, talk to someone. Ask one of the professionals there. That's what they're there for, to make sure your form's correctly. Okay, everything done in correct form, you're only going to get better from that exercise. Okay, where are we now? So if it's done with correct form, using manageable weight, it will help to build bone density. Okay, that's just what it is. Okay, it's Jillian's studies, loads of different things. It's just well-known fact that by putting load through muscles helps to build the density. Okay, so then that may also help with anybody who has issues with their bone density deteriorating through their later life. Yeah, so any osteoporosis, things like that, may help slow it down. Okay, but again said, needs to be controlled. It needs to be done correctly. Okay, so think about it in just basic terms. Building bone density will help with protection against fractures and what I've just said, osteoporosis, things like that. Okay, just common knowledge. Check it out. It's great things, great studies out there have been done. If you're into that kind of thing, just check them out. It's awesome. So next thing, we kind of touched on it earlier on, but full squats, better for your knee health. Okay, again, it's another thing that people would like, don't be stupid. It's never. Okay, again, if you saw that diagram that I put up earlier, okay, you'll see where all the shear forces come into play in this squatting. You increase knee stability, going deeper. Your back of your leg, so your hamstring hits your calf. Okay, so increased contact of the thigh to the calf, that's reducing the shearing forces on your ligaments in your knee. Okay, so I'll put the picture up again so you don't have to go back and look at it. So the picture will come again now. Alright, to see exactly where all the shear forces are in a deep squat. Now, hopefully this next question is quite straightforward and you should be able to understand what I said. But is there any value to squatting just below parallel? Okay, I've touched on this. Okay, I'm not talking about going deep to the ground, I'm talking about parallel, deep to the parallel, even partial squats. Is there value in these exercises? The answer is yes, there is. There's value in all exercises done correctly. Okay, they have to be done correctly. Like I said to you, I'm going to keep saying that. Technique is the biggest factor of any exercise that you do. Get your technique sorted, and there's value to every exercise that you do. Okay, so partial squats, parallel squats, anything like that. Great for training to get past your sticking points. Okay, is your event a powerlifter? Does your event mean that that's the position you go to all the time? Then you need to get used to going to that position. You still want to do ass to grass squats for all the reasons I've just gone over. Okay, it's amazing for you. Okay, but if you are in a competition where you have to hit parallel, you need to get used to get into parallel. There's no point in always deep squatting. Okay, because your body kind of needs to learn where the parallel position is for when you get into competition. It's second nature. You go to parallel, you stand up. You have no thoughts in your back. Am I there? Am I not? You just get the parallel and go up. Okay, like I said, you still should be doing your deep squats. It's going to pay dividends. Okay, super dividends. You're going to be squatting more, guarantee you. All right. So, going back to recapping quickly over there, okay, you may struggle with the ass to grass squats to begin with. It's like anything. You try something new, something you've not done before. You've only done small amounts, but you're going to struggle. Okay, because your body needs to learn it. Okay, learn the movement. Okay, you need to be mobile. You need to be more flexible. Loads of different things. Okay, so like I said, drop your ego out the door. Drop the weight. Okay, you will get better results by incorporating deep squats to your workouts. Okay, drop the weight, work on your mobility. Okay, your aim will be to be able to do an arse to grass squat, full squat. Get your ass right down the bottom with no weight perfectly. Okay, think of that. Okay, if you can't perform a movement with no weight perfectly, why are you then going to load that weight? Okay, yeah, people say, oh, but the weight helps me get into position a bit better. Yeah, okay, I do agree with that. Alright, yes it does. But you also need to be able to do these exercises with no weight. Okay, because that will prove true mobility for that exercise, true flexibility for that exercise. You can hit all the positions you need to do without any weight, or just maybe just a broomstick, you know, one of those really light weight bars or something like that on your back, then there's no point in them starting to load it and getting that deep, because the issues that you have not being able to do it with no weight will manifest tenfold when you start getting to the huge weights that you want to be lifting. Okay, the bigger weights, when you get to your 1RMs or your 3RMs or your 10RMs, doesn't matter what kind of rep max it is, they're going to manifest tenfold because those are issues. And they're not just gone away because you put a bar on your back, they're still there, but it'll be a lot more dangerous when you've got weight on your back for those issues to manifest. Okay, so get them sorted with no weight, super lightweight, get all that sorted first, then start building. Okay, trust me, you will be amazed by your results that you get. Okay, so if you want to get bigger, you want to get stronger, you want to get more proficient in the squat, even if it's just like I said earlier on, firming up, you know, getting a bit more muscle density, not exactly building and getting huge, but just having that definition in your legs or core or whatever. Okay, squats is amazing for core. I touched on it earlier. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just for hypertrophy, so building muscle. It can be for your strength. It can be for your density, your toning. Yeah, I don't like the word toning, okay, but we'll use it because a lot of people use it and a lot of people relate to it. Okay. Squats is not just for the big old meatheads that you see in the corner grunting, sweating and doing whatever. It's for everyone. Everyone. And it will affect your everyday life a lot. Be able to do squats just from the mobility of being able to do squats, even if you're not lifting to your maximums. Your flexibilities, your mobilities will increase by doing certain exercises, doing the workouts, okay? Decreased in injuries. As I've said, you will get stronger, you'll get bigger. So, like I've said in the video, I am going to put up as one of my other videos exercises to help increase mobility in the general areas that people are more likely to be having issues with. So like I said, hips, yeah, hip flexors, inside your adductors, yeah, calves, even in terms of your thoracic spine. Okay, that's a big issue for me in terms of being able to put certain things, get into certain areas and putting pressure on my lower back because my thoracic spine won't extend properly, so it puts it more on my lower back. Okay, shoulder flexibility, just grabbing the bar. Now that's a big issue for me. I've had lots of shoulder injuries. Okay, now it's probably due to that. Okay, so that's why from I've worked on, I need to work on continuously if I'm going to be doing things like this, just to be able to hold the bar. there's loads of things. So I'm going to put a video up around that as well. But yeah, do some research yourself if you want to. Check out the internet. Have a look and see what I'm saying. Okay, look at studies. There's hundreds of studies out there by different peoples. Okay, but yeah, so just check them out and have a look into it. But going back to what I said, why is now such a great time for me to actually talk about squatting and talk about you incorporating your arse to grass squats into your workout? Why? Because now, although you may not have access to a gym. I know there's very few people that have a gym with all your weights and your bars and stuff in the garage or what have you. Okay, I haven't. Alright, I've got no weight bars, no benches, nothing. I've got a weighted vest, I've got some really light dumbbells, I've got some foam rollers and all that kind of stuff. I've not got anything where I can put some serious weight on the bar and start doing those things. Okay, so now is a great time because you can work on the flexibility, you can work on your mobility, yeah? You can work out these issues before you even step foot in a gym. If you've got a broom, yeah, you can use a broomstick, anything like that, to help simulate this workout, and you're in your privacy of your own home as well. So the people who don't want to go to the gym and drop the weight too much and be like just working on the bar, you don't have to. You can do it at home when no one's looking. Okay, but I guarantee you, people won't be looking. They shouldn't be looking. All right. When I see someone in a gym, in the corner, working on mobility for a squat, working on issues for bench press, but then they're doing super lightweight, you can tell that they're doing super lightweight because of the way the bar's moving. And I'm thinking, awesome, you're doing the right thing. Yeah, you are going to suffer from less injuries in the future. You are going to gain more from your workouts in the future. You're going to be lifting more if that's what you want to do. You're going to be getting bigger if that's what you want to do. Yeah? You're going to be looking better if that's what you want to do. So whatever your aims are, it's going to be better for you in the future. Okay? Now, I'm an ex-shot putter. Okay? I used to lift some big weights. Always used to lift big weight. And I, as much as these, have been guilty of this myself. Yeah, going to the gym. Oh, I'm not going to lift little weights. Why do I need to do that? This is before I started to look into all this in as much detail as what I have done. Okay, and yeah, I suffered from injuries. I suffered from all different sorts of things. Okay, lower back, shoulders, everything, whatever you can think. Okay. As I then got older, I trained smarter. Okay, and even with these issues that I've had in the past, I tried to ease them out and I worked better and I got stronger and stronger and stronger all the time. Okay, I'm not going to go into what I've done in the past, okay, unless anyone wants to know that in more detail, but I'm not going to bother, okay, because I want you to take in what I've said in this video, okay, and just think about it, do your own research if you want to, but work on your flexibility, work on your mobility, get better, so when we're allowed out and we run out that door, because for our first gym session after this lockdown, we can get in there, we can use a squat rack, and we know that mobility, we're going to be a lot better, we're going to get more out of our training, we're going to have fun, and of all else, injuries and our everyday life is going to get better. Okay? Less injuries, everyday life better. Let's end up. Okay, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. I think it's my first one. Alright, like this now. So, like I said, I'm going to do a few more. If you enjoyed what I was talking about, got any questions about what I was talking about, shout them out to me. Okay, but if you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe. And hopefully in the future, well not hopefully, you will in the future get more videos around this. I've got deadlifts, got bench press, there's loads of different ones, and then you've got the supplementary exercises as well on the top of that as well. So the big compounds and all the little supplementary exercises I'm going to go through as much as I can, and then also do videos on how to get better mobility, how to get better technique for those exercises as well. Alright, thank you very much. See you soon.